I want to trigger warning this video before it starts because this video will contain a discussion around misogyny, sexism, and also I will go into sexual and emotional abuse. So just let you know that. And there's the video. So there is this song. And I already made I didn't make an entire blog post about this, but I made a blog post reviewing Yungblud's new album. And I love his new album. I think it's a really good album. I love almost every song, except for one. And that's not because of the music itself. I just think that the lyrics are kind of annoying and disappointing. And we're gonna talk about it because I had one paragraph in my entire review. And I feel like I can talk about this a lot more because I feel like I can pair it a little bit with a more broader thing that we have going on in the emo community and have had going on for about 2 decades. Let's introduce you to the song Acting Like That, Yungblud with Machine Gun Kelly. Yay! Part 1. Yungblud and Acting Like That. So, the entire song is basically describing toxic and abusive behavior from my girlfriend, which on itself is not a problem for me. Girls can be kind of shit too. It's not just men who are abusive, and I think that's good. However, to pair that with the catchphrase of the entire song, which is "you're way too hot to be acting like that," ew. If someone's being abusive and toxic, why are we even talking about their looks? I get that some people can also be sexually abusive in that regard, using sex to get what you want. I understand that happens and it's shit and that people do it, but I don't get the impression that this is what it's about. I get it's about a man being intrigued by a woman's appearance, but she's a bad one, and it's just a very tired concept to me. And I'm not saying that this hypothetical or real woman isn't kind of shit, but it's still kind of misogynistic. Because we've had this trope within the emo world that we sing about our toxic girlfriends in a very dehumanizing, kind of objectifying way. Oh, she's promiscuous, she's only in it for sex. I expected more from Yungblud, especially because it's one of the singles from his album. It's just very disappointing to me because a lot of what Yungblud does is very activistic, very supportive, very understanding of, social issues. So I find it kind of annoying that this entire fucking song is about a hot girl being toxic. So after I recorded this video, I also watched the music video because I hadn't done that before. And what I realized when I watched that is that this song is mostly meant to perpetuate the whole I'm young, we're stupid, we're doing stuff, we're being irresponsible with girls, we're being irresponsible with drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. And I have my own reservations for that kind of culture. What I'm saying is that I do not believe that there is any malicious intent. I don't think this is a very serious song. And I also do not believe that Yungblud has to be put on a pedestal of always being socially aware all the time. I just think that it's very good to still acknowledge that this misogynistic trope has been a problem within our scene. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. Now let's go back to the video. I don't like the lyrics, I just don't. And the song reminds me a lot, just the music itself reminds me a lot of Shake It, which is bad song. Also, I love that song, but it's also problematic as fuck. That's not the song's fault that it sounds like that, but the lyrics, just the overall theme of it, it just annoys me, especially because this is a trope we've been using in the emo scene for a long time. And I want to talk about that also. Part 2, the scene and misogyny. There is this particular song that I find the most offensive. It's the most blatantly misogynistic one that I could find. The Curse of Curves by Cute Is What We Aim For. The Curse of Curves is a song, and it starts with,
I've got the gift of one-liners and you've got the curse of curves.
yeah, it's just blatantly objectifying women. That's it. That's the entire song. I want someone provocative and talkative, but it's so hard if you're shallow as a shower. And that is the worst one I could find. But like I said, there's also Shake It, Metro Station. Lying is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. Ryan Ross, what were you thinking? Is it supposed to be like sarcastic? Like, is that what I'm supposed to get out of this? Like, huh? Why? Maybe I'm just very shallow. Maybe I'm just not reading into it enough. Maybe it's actually like commentative on like how society thinks that women are promiscuous. But I highly doubt that. And again, I know that men also can go through, like straight men can also go through like abusive situations and also can have abusive relationship with straight women or with women. But it doesn't excuse the fact that a lot of these spew out the idea that all women are promiscuous or crazy. And pair that with the fact that a lot of our community has brought on lovely people such as Ronnie Radke, has been in jail twice for domestic violence. Davy Vanity has had sex with 14-year-olds when he was in his 20s and even 30s. We have Onision, who was in our scene shortly. Don't have to introduce him. We all know what the fuck was wrong with him. Austin Jones. We have fucking Social Repose. He's like a serial cheater and just generally kind of misogynistic. We have so many examples of this bullshit in our scene. And I am just tired of it. I am so tired of seeing this super, super misogynistic, sexist environment in my favorite fucking subgenre. And, you know, I just want to enjoy my music and not have to swim around all these very women-hating people that are sexually violent towards women and minors. Part 3. Conclusion from a fan of Dominic's. And that's why I'm especially annoyed at Yungblud, because I know that he's a good, very productive activist, usually. And I would not be surprised if he is a feminist. I have not looked into this. But this song is so annoying to me because it plays into all of these problems we've had with our community, with our, you know, scene. And to just see a song on Youngblood's album that ignores that this is a problem we've had very prominently in our fucking scene. It just stings. It stings a little bit. I'm just disappointed. I still think he's amazing. Yungblud is an amazing artist. I have a lot of respect for him, especially because he's only a few years older than me, and that is weird to me because, oh my god, I'm getting old. I need to get somewhere in my life. I look up to him, but that particular song, it just seems like it's in opposition of most of what he stands for, and that's why I'm so annoyed at it, basically. And maybe I'm reading into it too shallowly. Maybe he means as like a as a comment on how we view women in our society, but I didn't. Maybe I'm just stupid, you know. But I didn't read it as such. But so maybe you're smart. Maybe you can explain to me why it isn't misogynistic, or at least, you know, playing into these like misogynistic tropes. Yeah, that's it for today. Like, comment, and subscribe. please, I want to have this conversation because I think it's very interesting and important that we talk about this. Because it is a problem that we have in our community. So, a last footnote I want to add is that I think it's very important to especially critique those that you support. I support Dominic with like every fiber in my being. I think he's one of the coolest people on the scene right now. But that's why I'm making this video, not because I hate him. If I hated Yungblud, I would not make this video, because why would I care, you know? So, I just want to make that clear. I am not canceling Yungblud. Also, don't comment about my hair. I know it's super asymmetrical. The nights we chase, all the nights we steal, the things that we take.